Nearly $40 million headed to Rochester to help address ongoing crime. That announcement from the governor today during a stop at City Hall. She also touched on the topics of criminal justice changes and bail reform, things we've covered extensively. Isabel Garcia joining us now with some key takeaways from the governor on this funding. Isabel.
Yes, Natalie, there are three key initiatives the governor says she's putting forward when it comes to the funding. First, a police presence. 25 state troopers and investigators now directed to work right in Rochester with RPD, something the state police superintendent Stephen James says will focus on filling the gaps such as surveillance, foot patrols, and high crime areas, etc. Now, another major announcement. Law enforcement agencies across Monroe County will get a combined $24 million to purchase new technology and equipment, $11.7 million of which will go to the sheriff's office in Monroe County, the largest grant to any police agency in the state. Now, these funds can be used to purchase and or upgrade equipment such as license plate readers, mobile and fixed camera systems, drone tech, body-worn cameras, and more. During the announcement, the governor also gave specific examples of some of the recent violent crimes which have left a tremendous weight on so many families and loved ones in the region, from the stolen car crash involving teens which claimed the life of an elderly man beloved in the community, the driver, a 17-year-old police described as a, quote, career criminal, and the Maplewood Park shooting in July where 5 people were injured, 2 others killed, including city employee Taisha Manning, whose mother was in attendance today. Also, boots on the ground efforts of community-driven organizations specializing in youth crime intervention. They will get $2 million combined. That's groups like Rise Up Rochester, Rock the Peace, and more.
And they provide mental health support, crisis intervention, mentoring, vocational training, you name it. But I said, let's just sweeten that a little bit more. On top of the $2 million, we're going to add $300,000 more to the 6 organizations doing this impactful work for our young people. I want to give you that so you have a little bit more to work with. 585 Snug, Healers Village, Rise Up Rochester, Rock the Peace, Untrapped Ministries, and the City of Rochester Pathways to Peace.
Now, when it comes to criminal justice reform, specifically bail reform, the governor addressed the various changes which have been implemented in the past few years since she's taken office in 21, noting much of the discretion is to set bail is now in the hands of the judges, but also, too, she recognizes there is a statewide disparity in how those changes are being applied, she says. Now, I'll break this down in greater detail ahead at 5 and 6. For now, reporting in the studio, Isabel Garcia, News 8.